Today we're going to do plant shopping, and we are here in one of the home-based nurseries in Melbourne, MLD Succulents. Hi everyone, this is Leslie of Succulent Social, and it's Saturday today. Myself, Alfred, and Lexi drove all the way to Cranbourne to visit one of the home-based nurseries here, which is MLD Succulents. So it's in their home, and the moment that you enter the property through the garage, you will find this lovely setup. So they do have an array of succulents like this on like tables, and then at the back they also have those tunnels, as they call it, and I'm going to show you later what's inside those white tunnels. But I just want to show you first the assortment of succulents that they have here. I mean, the varieties are gorgeous. Look, they have so many types and varieties, and I have been hearing about them for a while. Basically their operation, a big chunk of their operation would be doing plant mail. So they do have a website, they have Facebook wherein you can choose and order the succulents that you like, and then I believe they do remove them from the pots. So they uproot them from the soil, and then they pack it nicely and securely and then send it to you by plant mail, and which is very common here in Australia. And at one point I actually wanted to buy from them, but at that time I feel so weird to actually buy plants from them because they're just 40 minutes away from us. But then again, I learned that they're actually opening their home to public for us to buy there and choose. And 2 weeks ago, they actually had an ad in Facebook that says that they'll be selling succulents that are just $2 each. So I think they're clearing some stocks. And unfortunately, we were not able to go at that point because I can't remember. We got busy. But then this weekend, there was an ad that they're selling succulents for just $1 each. I mean, you know, it's $1. So I told Alfred we have to go. So this weekend, Saturday, it's our day that we're going to MLD Succulents. So, I mean, when you enter, you will be overwhelmed with the variety. That's for sure. There are some sections that are not for sale, like this ones. I think these are special collections that they have, so they're not selling this part. But I went straight to the $1 section. So here's the range of $1 that they have. I mean, I think these are the odd-sized selection, and we might have missed of the better ones from last week. But I did took a few of the $1, and there's actually a section as well that they offer 20% off from the full price. So all of these are 20% off, and the price is quite reasonable. This table, for example, ranges from $6 to $10. And so while I was being a cheapskate getting $1, there's someone who's been enjoying this area of the full priced succulents. And man, you should see the look on his face. Pure joy. So I'm going to ask him to tell you all about the things that he bought from here. But I want to show you first the tunnels or the igloos. And as of the moment, this area is not open to public because I think they're moving plants from one place to here. So until they're ready, I think they're not, this area is off limits. So the trip to MLD Succulents was good. I mean, I wasn't able to buy a lot of the $1 ones, and I'm kind of disappointed in that sense, but I think it's because we waited a week before going there, and what we had are more of the leftovers. But they actually are selling also some pots, and then they have those pots that have cracks, little cracks, and they're just selling them for $1. So of course I have to buy some of them. Overall, the trip to MLD Succulents was really good. I felt overwhelmed with the amount of succulent varieties I saw today, and they do have a Facebook and the website if you'd like to purchase. But I'm also very excited for Alfred to show you what he has bought.
Hey everyone, this is Alfred from Succulent Social. So you've heard from Leslie that I was kind of a happy guy earlier. I did get a total of 8 succulents earlier to be added to our collection. So I'm gonna be showing you the 3 succulents in this video, and the rest will be on the next part of this weekend wonder. So let's start. So this first beauty here is called Echeveria chroma. So Echeveria chroma has dark leaves, almost like maroon reddish leaves, and it grows offsets from the base. So if you can see here, it's there. So this one has 1, 2, 3 offsets, and so pretty much you can propagate this plant by just cutting those offsets. It can also be propagated with leaf propagations, or some of the growers will propagate through seeds. Now this Echeveria chroma is a hardy succulent. It can grow in full sun, and obviously if you grow it in full sun, you will get this beautiful color. I've read in some materials that it can easily variegate. Seems like true, because if you look at the center, there are some signs of variegations, so we'll see how that goes. So I've been wanting to have a chroma before as part of our collection, but I just can't find the chance to get it. But now that I have really see it in person, I can compare it to a melaco. Melaco almost look like this. So in the garden, actually, I have a melaco, which is this one. So melaco, because now in Melbourne is winter season, but during summer it could have this color. So if you notice, although you can see the differences, first one I think are the leaves. So I just took this plant outside and it's raining, so you see it's wet, but you notice that the leaves are kind of shiny. See those kind of waxy effect? So you don't see that in a chroma. Chroma is kind of a bit matte, so it's a matte finish, except obviously for the freshly developed leaves, there's still a bit of shine in there, but the mature ones are matte. But for melaco, all shiny. And this will also turn red in summer, but this one will just grow darker, like maroon, almost blackish brown. They love fast draining soil and full sun as well, but they cannot tolerate very high temperature. So if you encounter a heat wave in your area, so protect them with a shade cloth or put them indoors. So yeah, so this is chroma. Our next succulent is this beauty here named Irish Mint. That is so gorgeous, isn't it? And it's a double head. And so I get two for the price of one. And the shape is just amazing. And that is because if you look at the leaves closely, it looks familiar, isn't it? Because it is a hybrid of a Topsy Turvy. And for its size is the Derenbergii. That's the parents. Cross these two and you'll have an Irish Mint. So if you can see the shape, you know, pointing up like that, you can get it. It is taken from this shape. You see the leaves. So this is an Echeveria Topsy Turvy. And the size of this Irish Mint is from this Derenbergii, which is very small. So this is also sun-loving plants, so you can keep this in full sun, but obviously if it's summer, then you have your extreme heat or there's a heat wave, bring them indoors or cover them with shade cloth to avoid sunburn. And then obviously you just have to water them when the soil is very dry, but in colder months you can probably just water these once every 2 weeks or even less, and they are happy. Now this is our third succulent. It is called the Swan Lake or the Topsy Pinky. That is amazing. Look at the farina. And have you noticed the shape of the leaves? Yep, you're right, because it is again a hybrid of Topsy Turvy, hence the shape. You can see the similarity of the leaves there. However, you notice the frills on the edges. You know, they're like subtle frills on the edge because it is a cross of Echeveria shaviana or neon breaker. So I have here a neon breaker from our garden, and these frills are now the same characteristics with this Swan Lake or Topsy Pinky. So this Topsy Pinky is also very drought tolerant, and so you can pretty much water it when the soil is very, very dry. And obviously when it's colder months, just water it once every 2 weeks or less, same as the Irish Mint. They are not really, or actually these three here, they're not so good at, you know, freezing temperatures. So if you know that there's frost coming on your, you know, on your area, try to cover them or put them indoors or cover them with frost cloth. Yep, so in summer they love full sun, and you can get the colors same as a neon breaker. So you will have pinkish on the edges or even on the tips. From what I've read, Swan Lake is it's a easy to maintain succulent, so probably a good one for beginners. So there you go, Swan Lake or Topsy Pinky. So here are the first 3 succulents from our haul today: a Chroma, an Irish Mint, and a Topsy Pinky. Very gorgeous succulents. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the second part of this video where I will show you the other succulents from this haul. Alright, you have a great weekend. See ya.